It was a quiet morning in Burari, a middle-class neighborhood in Delhi, India. The kind of morning where the air was thick with the usual sounds of daily life. Shopkeepers unlocking their stores, children playing in the distance, and neighbors exchanging greetings. But that peace was shattered when a local milkman approached the home of the Chundawat family. The front door was ajar, unusual for a household known for its discipline and structure. Curious, he stepped inside, calling out for someone. What he found sent shivers down his spine. 11 bodies hanging from the ceiling, their eyes blindfolded with white cloth, mouths gagged. 10 of them, arranged in a near-perfect formation as if part of some ritual. The 11th, the eldest, lying separately, strangled. No signs of struggle, no signs of forced entry, just an eerie silence, filling the house with an air of unspeakable horror. News spread like wildfire. The police arrived, reporters swarmed the scene, and soon the entire nation was gripped by the chilling mystery of the Burari deaths. How could an entire family of 11, 3 generations, die in what appeared to be a ritualistic suicide? Investigators were perplexed. There was no indication of external foul play, no evidence of poisoning or coercion. But then, they found something even more disturbing. Diaries. Stacks of handwritten notes, spanning over a decade, detailing elaborate rituals, beliefs, and instructions on how to attain salvation. The entries spoke of a spirit, a guiding force, believed to be the deceased patriarch of the family, Lalit Chundawat. It was he who dictated their fate, not in person, but through messages he claimed to receive from beyond the grave. Lalit had suffered severe trauma after his father's death, withdrawing from the world, becoming eerily quiet, until one day he claimed he could hear his father's voice, the voice that told him how to live, how to lead, and ultimately, how to prepare the family for their grand transition. The final diary entry sent a shudder down the spines of those who read it. It described a ritual, a test of faith, where the family would mimic the act of hanging, but with the belief that divine intervention would save them. They believed they would not die, but rather cross over into a higher spiritual realm. If their faith was strong, they would survive. If not, well, they never considered failure. But this kind of blind devotion, this unquestioning belief in a shared delusion, is not unique. In 1997, across the world in California, a group known as Heaven's Gate carried out a mass suicide, believing they would ascend to a spacecraft trailing the Hale-Bopp comet. 39 bodies were found, dressed identically in black tracksuits and Nike sneakers, their faces covered with purple cloths. They had ingested a lethal cocktail of barbiturates and vodka, all in the belief that they were about to transcend humanity. Then there was the Jonestown massacre in 1978, where over 900 members of the People's Temple, led by Jim Jones, took their own lives by drinking cyanide-laced Kool-Aid in the jungles of Guyana. Their unwavering faith in their leader had sealed their fate. Or the Order of the Solar Temple, a secretive cult whose members, believing in an apocalyptic prophecy, engaged in mass murder-suicides in Switzerland, Canada, and France. 74 people perished, many found arranged in ritualistic circles, mirroring their beliefs of transcending to another existence. Time and time again, history has shown us that when unwavering belief is combined with isolation and a charismatic leader, whether alive or speaking from beyond the grave, tragedy is often the result. But what is it that truly drives people to these extremes? Psychologists suggest something called Folie à famille, a form of shared psychosis. One dominant individual, in this case Lalit, convinces others of their vision, their truth, until that delusion spreads like wildfire, consuming the minds of everyone involved. The family, isolated from outside influence, trusted him blindly. And when the moment of reckoning came, they stood together, bound not just by blood, but by an unwavering faith that they would survive. Yet there were still so many unanswered questions. If it was truly a suicide pact, why were their hands tied? If they believed they would survive, why were their mouths gagged? Some investigators speculated that perhaps one of them had orchestrated it all, ensuring compliance through coercion. Others suggested that they were meant to untie themselves at the last moment, but lost consciousness before they could. Conspiracy theories began to swirl. Some believed there was an external force, a secret society, an occult group that had manipulated them. Others questioned whether the house itself was haunted, cursed by supernatural forces that led them to their doom. The Burari deaths remain one of India's most chilling mysteries, but some believe the explanation lies beyond the realm of logic. Was the house cursed? Neighbors claimed that eerie occurrences took place in the Chundawat family's home long before the tragic night in 2018. Whispers of strange shadows, flickering lights, and chilling whispers in empty rooms spread throughout the neighborhood. Some even said they saw figures standing near the windows at night, only for them to disappear when approached. The diaries found in the house contained mentions of spirits and unseen forces, fueling speculation that something supernatural was at play. To this day, some locals refuse to pass by the house at night. They say the spirits of the Chundawat family still linger, trapped between worlds. In the case of the Chundawat family, their faith was so powerful, so unshakable, that they walked willingly to their deaths, convinced that they were about to witness a miracle. But the only thing waiting for them on the other side of that ritual was silence. The house in Burari still stands. It remains empty, its walls carrying the echoes of a family that believed in something so strongly that it cost them their lives. Some say the spirits of the Chundawat family linger there, trapped in the unfinished promise of salvation. Others believe it's just another tragedy, another cautionary tale about the power of belief and the darkness it can lead to. But one thing is certain. When people believe in something with absolute certainty, logic no longer matters. Whether it's a religious prophecy, a charismatic leader, or whispers from the beyond, history has shown us time and again that belief, when left unchecked, can be the most dangerous force of all. And the Burari deaths? They are not just a story from the past, they are a warning. Because belief, when strong enough, does not just shape reality, it can end it.